My name is Claire Harbeck. I am 14 and I am from Berkeley, Michigan. I am interviewing my dad because it's for a social studies project. Okay, so Dad,
Yeah.
what is your name?
Richard Hatton Harbeck Jr.
Where are you from?
Where was I born?
Well, where were you born or grew up?
Birmingham, Michigan.
Okay. What type of community service have you participated in?
I remember grandmother and my mom when I was younger, she would participate in the rummage sales at Christ Church Cranbrook. And then throughout my years growing up, I didn't really participate that much. But now with my job at Quicken Loans and with mom actually prior to that job, we've gotten into community service and doing things around Berkeley and doing things around the city of Detroit with my job, and then I guess also continuing, if you want to call it community service, but giving back to the community, giving back, donations to the Salvation Army and such. So.
Okay. You just explained what type of community service you've participated in. What role do you think volunteer work plays in building a community?
I think it plays a very important role because the people doing the community service actually become a part of that community. They can see what's going on in that community. In addition to, they're helping that community turn around, they're helping that community grow, and it lets people know within that community that there are people outside of that community that are willing to, do what it takes to help out. Regardless of what needs helping. It lets them know that there are people that care.
Okay. So back to how did you get into it? Like, how did you find your way into the organizations or volunteer work you are already in right now, or what you have done?
Well, for Christ Church Cranbrook, we used to go to church, Episcopalian church, and that was more of a social setting for my mom rather than a religious setting. And then at my job now, Quicken Loans, I don't want to say it's mandatory, I don't want to say it's required, but you are given a minimum of 8 hours gifted to you to give back to the community, to do community service efforts like that. So, and they make it extremely easy to choose whatever cause you want to give back or participate in. I mean, they have an entire website and an entire team devoted strictly to causes and community service events like that, and it's called CauseCast. So
Okay.
it's there for you. You have anything but ease to get into it.
Okay. Can you tell me the specifics of what you do during this volunteer work, or anything you've done or what you did?
Yep. Some of the volunteer work that I've done through Quicken is going to Gleaners and helping pack food baskets or food boxes for Thanksgiving. Some of the other causes I had was helping with the greening of Detroit, where we would go to their gardens in the city and then turn those over, getting them ready to plant the crops again. Also planting crops. So stuff like that.
Cool. What drew you to the volunteer work that you're doing today? In
Honestly, what drew me, I wouldn't necessarily, it drew me, but I mean, there's always that underlying, and your mom and I share the same feelings, that underlying, we've been in rough situations before, people have helped us, let's give back, pay it forward type thing. But also, again, you're given those minimum of 8 hours at work to use, and honestly, once I became involved in Gleaners or became involved with the greening of Detroit, it was actually really, really fun to be working in gardens and looking at all these skyscrapers around the city, or just packing food for families in need. So I don't want to say it was kind of like forced, but it was presented, and then once you went through that, one or two times, it's kind of like, gee, can I raise my hand and do more? And I'm also part of a project where we're trying to digitize the graduation records for the Detroit Public Schools.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What lessons have you learned from your volunteer work?
What lessons have I learned? Um, honestly, how to tend and turn over a garden. How exciting it is, or how satisfying it is to see people's faces when you give them a big box of food for Thanksgiving. We used to pack up different boxes, based on ethnic group. People that could have meat, people that couldn't have meat. But just the excitement of it, just seeing people's reactions and knowing that you're actually doing something rather than writing a check, or rather than, donating money or donating clothes. You're actually participating and involving yourself in that effort, which is rewarding.
Okay, thank you. That's it.